You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. Harry's abandoning ship. According to something called Celeb TM, so hugely legitimate source, Harry's wife is on the verge of losing everything as Prince Harry leans back on royal family. Well, I didn't realise that the royal family was a chair. Harry's wife has lost all public trust, and it looks as if Prince Harry is ready to jump from the sinking ship, according to Celeb TM. The Duchess of Sussex finds herself embroiled in escalating controversy as royal insider Angela Levin questions her credibility and its potential impact on her upcoming memoir. Levin's remarks shed light on the uphill battle Harry's wife may face in regaining public trust, given the ongoing skepticism surrounding her narratives. Here are some key reasons contributing to Harry's wife's struggles in maintaining a positive image. Tarnished reputation. Levin, known for her expertise on the royal family, points out that Harry's wife's reputation has suffered due to her history of telling untruths and exaggerating stories. Well, it's not a surprise to find that a narcissist is telling lies, both in terms of wants to escape accountability and also others which are exaggeration. One is the necessity of avoiding accountability, because that is a threat to control, and the other is grandiosity, which is used to assert control. Levin states that this loss of credibility may significantly impact the public's willingness to believe the claims made in her forthcoming memoir. Well, I will safely state that the vast majority of people, should she release a memoir, will look upon it and make this determination. Don't believe much of what's written in it. Don't believe most of what's written in it, because it's coming from a proven liar and narcissist who has her own connection with what she regards as the truth, but it isn't the same as that which everybody else understands it to be. The other struggle is lack of credibility. Speaking on GB News, Levin expressed concern about Harry's wife's future reputation, emphasising that people in the United Kingdom and beyond perceive her as untruthful and lacking talent. This perception further undermines the credibility of any future narratives she presents. Indeed, as I have explained to you previously, because the way that her narcissism has evolved, that it's not that sophisticated, she's been caught out in lies again and again and again. The type of narcissist that she is ordinarily operates more on a local level, if I can describe it as such. And therefore, where she tells a lie, it's invariably picked up on by the intimate partner primary source, but probably nobody else. And therefore, all it leads to is a tempestuous relationship with the IPPS. And ultimately, if the IPPS departs, well, that mid-range narcissist won't struggle for too long to go and find a replacement. If the lies are exposed a little wider amongst family and friends, well, certain of them are likely to be cut out by the narcissist as part of that assertion of control through withdrawal, and they will find new friends and focus on other members of the family to sustain their fuel levels. Again, it's not a huge problem. But for Harry's wife, she is very well known, which causes two problems for her. The first, there is an army of fact-checkers waiting to check whatever it is that she says she said or done, and then likely poo-poo it as a consequence of showing how it's a contradiction, didn't happen, is made up, etc. Secondly, her lies become exposed to a huge amount of people, and this happens again and again, with the consequence that people simply do not believe her. There will be instances where she will tell the truth as you understand it to be, because, as I've explained in my excellent video, the narcissist uses the truth, the half-truth, and nowhere near the truth. However, for those narcissists that have been repeatedly caught out, and on a significantly wide scale, the fact is that even when they start to try and tell the truth as understood by everybody else, It's rejected because their repeated lies beforehand have tainted and polluted their credibility. Another issue Levin points to is growing doubts. Over time, Harry's wife's lack of credibility is likely to worsen as doubts continue to surround her reliability. This skepticism, rooted in past controversies and conflicting accounts, poses a significant challenge for Harry's wife in winning back public trust. Well, I would suggest actually that there is no winning back the public trust. She has gone too far in that regard. Repetitive narratives. Levin questions the necessity of Harry's wife and Harry repeatedly resorting to the same narrative against the royal family. Well, the reason this happens is, as we know, she's a one-trick phony. Levin suggests that the couple's version of events is widely known, raising the question of what new information Harry's wife's memoir could offer. Continuously targeting the royal family with verbal attacks may have diminishing returns, especially since the family has shown their ability to move on without Harry and Harry's wife's presence. Indeed, Harry's wife, should she write a memoir, will do so to huge fanfare. Again, it'll all be about telling her truth, telling her side of the story. But the point is, many people will have become tired of it. They may well express an interest in seeing what she has to write, not because they believe it, but just simply to see what other lies is she going to tell. It will just be a splurge of victimhood, accusing people of racism, accusing people of things that they didn't do, attacking the nemesis, and providing more of the same. It will be a badly written fantasy fest. Next, painful absence. Levin highlights the apparent pain caused by Harry and Harry's wife's absence from high-profile royal events. Their non-attendance at recent celebrations, such as King Charles's birthday and the coronation, signifies that the royal family does not depend on their presence. This reality emphasizes the diminishing relevance of Harry and Harry's wife within the royal circle. The article explains that Harry's wife faces an uphill battle in rebuilding her reputation and regaining public trust. The controversies surrounding her narratives, repetitive attacks against the royal family, and diminishing relevance within the royal circle pose significant challenges that may impact her future endeavours. Well, indeed, that is all entirely accurate. Although the article fails to explain how this means that Prince Harry is ready to jump from the sinking ship. It is a sinking ship. I told you that many moons ago. And ever since I explained that was the case, we have seen more and more things go wrong as the bad ship Sussex takes on water. But is this going to mean that Harry is going to jump ship? The likelihood of that happening is slim. Why? Well, first of all, although he is dim, he will see that things are going wrong. However, he swallows the narrative that's issued by his wife, namely, it's nothing to do with me and you, Harry, apart from when I tell it you it's your fault, Harry, but it's COVID, and it's economic straightening, and it was your horrible grandmother deciding to die, and it was your horrible grandfather deciding to get unwell, which overshadowed my bombshell interview. And therefore, Harry, not wanting to lose her or the children, will go, oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. We've been doing our absolute best, we're just desperately unlucky. And therefore, the suggestion that he's going to jump ship, in my mind, is an erroneous one. It is a possibility, of course, but he is so enmeshed in that awful shared fantasy, along with the typical factors that bind. He does love her, however misguided that is, and of course the issue of the children is such that it keeps him in place. She's the one that's going to kick him off the ship, as she then tries to steer it to Billionaire Island. He isn't going to jump from it. I'm H.D. Tudor. Thank you for listening.